yeah. Don't let nobody down me down. More than something special, yeah. You just gotta hold your ground up. Girl, you got that fire, yeah.
Ayo, what's up, man? It's your Kinder Joy to fellow joy. It's your joy of all joys, you know what I'm saying? Welcome to the Thaba Nyaba Show. What it do, guys? If you're new here, someone yeah, everybody, and if you're back here again, you know what the heat be. Yes, sir. Guys, I'm sure you can see who to the girl. It's a new girl. The girl is a new girl. The girl is a new girl. Yes, guys, I got my braces out. You know what I'm saying. So, yeah, Colgate smile. Everywhere you go. I won't lie, I've been walking around like this since I got them walking around like, because that's very retarded. But anyways, guys, so let me tell you guys about the CEO chats, right? It is a new segment within the Thaba Nyaba Show. What it do, guys? Yeah, so so the segment is basically a part that I've created for us as the youth to get insight from people that are in different industries in executive positions. You know what I'm saying? So people that we look up to and people that have the knowledge of what they've been doing, how they've been doing it. So it's just getting insight and getting kind of like a blueprint guidance from them, you know, because I know that like, we want to be in those positions, you know, but do we really know what it takes to be there? No, I don't think so. I think I could equip myself with some knowledge from the people that have walked their journey. You know what I'm saying? So as you guys can see, I'm not trying to ruin the surprise because with you guys, your eyes are just going, you know, they are just, you know what I'm saying? Yes, guys, I am at Bontle Modiselle-Moloi Dance Studios. You know what that means. We are going to be talking to Bontle Modiselle, getting insight from the all-round entertainer. Guys, what a phenomenal, like, Yazin, young in entertainment, she just takes it, it's done, it's dusted. You know what I'm saying? She is a dancer, choreographer, actress, singer. Hey, when I'm like, so cause wow, like she just does it all. Like what can't she do? No, like what? Yeah, exactly, that's what I thought. You know what I'm saying? Guys, listen, when I say see ya again, nothing further ado, let's get into the video. Hello guys, inside within the vibes that need to be vibed. I am chilling in a baby. It's a baby. This one it's a baby. It is Bontle Modiselle-Molloi's baby. Guys, I am so blessed and honored to be within this premises, within this creative space of this all-round entertainer. Listen, I'm sure need to tabu busy yakhuluma uphi umuntu uphi girl esifuneka umbona la. So I'm not gonna waste your time. You know what I'm saying? I think I even need to stand up for this one. You know, can we please welcome Bontle Modiselle?
Hey, baby.
Hello.
Ooh, how are you?
I'm good, and yourself?
I'm amazing.
Let's have a seat. setting. The settings
love
are
it.
changed.
I'm so here first.
There you go. Yeah.
Thank you.
Alright, how you doing?
I'm great, babe. How are you?
Oh, I'm good.
You look so stunning.
Thank you. You too. Thank you so much. Oh yeah. You know. Thank you so much for coming. I really, really, really appreciate it. Like it really means a lot.
Anytime.
Like
Anytime. Anything for you. And you know this. You know this.
It sounds brand new every time you tell me. But thank you so much. Like from the bottom of my heart. Like I really appreciate your time. You know, because that's the most essential thing in the world. Like, you know, it's something you get, you never get back.
Yeah.
You know, so I really appreciate you spending this time with me, like for real. So welcome to the Thaba Nyaba Show. You know, I hope you enjoy your time here.
I will.
You know?
I know I will.
Alrighty. Let's just cut to it, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, so I just like for you to actually please just share your journey, you know, in being this phenomenal, well-respected, all-round entertainer. You know what I'm saying? Please share like your journey of how it went about, your challenges, your victories, just your any learnings, even in this process. Yeah, please just share that with us.
Okay, so to whoever seen me for the first time, and whoever doesn't know who I am, hi, my name is Bontle Modiselle-Moloi, now married, so now I'm Mrs. Moloi. But this is my home, this is my baby, Bontle Modiselle-Moloi Dance Studios, and I've come to be a choreographer, started off as just a dancer, choreographer, worked in the world of broadcasting as a television host. I've done radio, I've made music, I've done quite a bit.
Yonkinto, Alice.
Yeah, I've done so many things, but geez man, where do I start? I guess my own journey and my own life and where I am right now catches me by surprise.
Okay.
And I say that because when I was a child, I was very introverted, very reserved, didn't speak much, didn't say anything at all. I was just in my own little bubble. I promise you. I was not because kids or people, big kids who end up in the world of entertainment, you think are very extroverted and very out there, and that was not me at all. So everything that I am now, there weren't any signs of that as a child, except when I danced.
Okay.
But
I
danced. But also dance for me became a very big outlet for me because, especially after my dad passed away when I was 6 years old, dance became my best level of expression because I didn't speak, because I didn't use my words. I always danced through everything. My pain, my joy, my misery, my heartbreak, my any level of expression and anything I had to find within myself, I'd used through dance. But as a child, you can't put words to it. It's just this thing that you love. And you just do it anyway. Right? The first people I saw on stage performing, and I was like, I want to do that, was Boom Shaka.
Okay.
My 2000, I don't expect you guys to know.
Oh, boom shaka, boom shaka, boom shaka, boom, boom, boom.
Are you 2000?
Yes.
What year?
2001.
So I won't give away my age. I won't.
A woman doesn't tell her age.
A woman doesn't tell her age.
Not at all.
But Boom Shaka was my first introduction to the world of entertainment and stage and performance. And I was taken by them. Then thereafter, it was like the Michael Jacksons of the world, and then the Janet Jacksons. But it was really the pinnacle for me at first was Boom Shaka. So I was like, yo, I don't know what this thing is, but I want to do it.
You want to do it?
I don't know what it is, but I like it and I want to do it. Okay. Anyway, so I go through school. I'm that kid who does all the cultural activities, right? Extramurals. I'm on the choir. I'm on stage.
Everything.
That was me. Okay.
Your quiet self.
Yeah, my quiet self did that.
Okay.
Yeah, but it was the only time I felt seen.
Really?
I didn't feel seen or heard in my life. No. And the only time I felt like people connected with me, but also I realized it now in my adult years that I didn't also allow people in my space. I think I was just afraid of friendships. I was afraid of connecting with people because I was afraid that people were going to leave me the same way my dad did. So I didn't want to get people too close to me. I didn't want my heart to be broken again and again. So for me to have friends and people around me was just like, I chose to be a loner. I wanted to be a loner. But anyway, I did all these other things nonetheless. And yeah, but fast forward, I get to high school. Now I'm a part of that era where we must step up. Now you're seeing Step Up, we're seeing Stomp the Yard, we're seeing Rise the documentaries, we're seeing Alex D, the League of Extraordinary Dancers. We're seeing all of this stuff on YouTube also being introduced in the world of YouTube.
There was YouTube.
No, there was.
It's in your
But
days.
I think like 5 out of everybody knew about it. Very few of us. Very few of us. I got put onto YouTube very late. I probably got onto Facebook first before YouTube. I'm telling you, though.
Yeah.
So I started. Yeah, I was a part of the crew. The first crew I was a part of was a crew back home called Cryptic.
Okay.
And yeah, I don't expect you guys to know Cryptic. Then after Cryptic, moved to a new crew called New Era. New Era didn't really go very far. Yeah, it didn't do much then. Then after New Era was the Reps.
Okay.
I became a part of the repertoires. Now, if you know the Reps, you know.
Then you know.
Yeah, if you know, you know. So I became a part of the Reps, and that's when I started being introduced to a bigger world outside of being on stage and performing at dance competitions, because that's all I ever did. I only ever performed at dance competitions. That's when I got my first music video, which was Josie Motherland. And that was cool. That was really cool. Started performing with Josie, did a few shows with them.
And how old were you?
At this time, this is now 2007. I'm 17.
Okay.
At that time. You're 6. But I was 17. 16, 17. That's when that was. Yeah. Fun. We're rocking. We're doing these music videos. We're doing these performances. Continue with the crew lifestyle. Move on to a new crew. What was it? Kinesics. Now, Kinesics, that was incredible because I became the first lady of Kinesics. And if you know the history of Kinesics, you know. Kinesics was made up of Paku, Gift, and Mabi. And they were undoubtedly like the pinnacle of.
Of course. Yo, Paku has been in the game.
They were the pinnacle.
Yeah.
Without a doubt. And then .com joined them at the point, but before .com, what could have been after? No, before .com, I joined and I became the first lady of Kinesics.
Ooh.
So, you know.
Guys change the words, like guys, things change.
So that was cool. And then from Kinesics, we moved to Freeze Frame. And that was the last crew.
You were in Freeze Frame?
Freeze
Frame.
Yes.
What? I did not know that.
Yeah. So at that time, Half the Pitch was still there. No. Half the Pitch.
Phantom.
We were together at that time. Yeah, Phantom was still there.
Yeah.
Xavier Subu was still out there. That's where I met Habi out there. DNA. Lulu. Damn. Yeah.
Files.
Problem.
Friends.
Anyway, so that was the last crew I was a part of. Moving on from there, then I branched into.
And you were just doing competitions?
Just doing competitions, music videos, stage performances, some corporate gigs here and there.
Yeah.
And then I met Paul Mujaji. And Paul Mujaji introduced me to a different world. Now understand, back then at that time, I was against everything that was feminine. Okay, so I was very masculine. I only popped, I cranked, did some locking. I didn't do any breaking, but working, voting, I was like,
nah, me.
I
feel you.
I had points to prove. And I was like, I'm gonna be like more niggas than the niggas. I'm gonna be more masculine than, you know what I'm saying?
I feel you on a personal level.
Yeah. And so that was what that era was at the time. Then when I started working with Paul Mujaji, Paul Mujaji allowed me or gave me the opportunity to choreograph for the first time. Now, I think people take for granted what choreography means and what it is, right? But he gave me my opportunities to do that because when I started working with Bontle Modiselle-Moloi, I was doing corporate shows. I started doing cabaret shows as well. And if you know what a cabaret show is, okay, let me put you on.
Please put me on.
Imagine that you have gone to a casino.
Okay.
Right?
Right. Like gambling casino.
Yes, like
That's only
a casino. And then there's like an entertainment space where there's a stage. And just imagine. Okay, an easy reference, let's say Moulin Rouge.
Okay.
Do you know what Moulin Rouge is?
I know Rouge. So give me that says.
Very sassy, very femme. You're in these elaborate
those
costumes.
Yeah.
Sparkly. In your heels,
Some dresses.
You know what I'm saying?
Very, yeah.
So I'm going from like this world
To. Okay.
Okay.
What a switch.
So now I'm being introduced to the world of versatility.
Uh-huh.
Now I'm getting out of my hip hop box, and now I need to be a lady. Now I'm learning jazz, I'm learning contemporary, I'm learning all these other things.
Yeah.
And in these cabaret shows, Paul then says to me, Bontle, you should work on shows. I'm like, okay, what? And he's like, no, create. So create dance pieces, create shows. And so my first choreography gig was a 45-minute show.
Holy ma.
You
Straight
understand?
choreo.
Yeah, well, straight choreo, back to back, no games, in and out.
Guys, 2 minutes. Even just a solo, 1 minute is a lot.
It's a very long time. It's a very long time. Now, also understand, I'm not just choreographing for myself. Now I've got to consider the people that I'm on stage with. I've got to consider I need to consider entrance and exit points, stage left, stage right. I need to consider lighting, costume changes. I've never done this before, except observation.
Yeah, you just.
Yeah, just like copying what everyone else is doing.
Yeah.
And now it's on me. And now I need to create these shows. Wow, okay, so I do it. And it's beautiful. They love it.
Oh,
And I've got more shows.
Yes, sounds again.
But then working with Thaba Nyaba, that's when I got into the world of film. This is a long story. I'm gonna cut it short. But that's when this was 2015.
Okay.
Hear Me Move, Africa's first feature film, and I land the role of lead. That was beautiful.
Yeah.
It was beautiful. So it was my acting debut. I'd never acted before. Obviously, that's what a debut is. Except on stage when I did those productions at school. But I love the fact that my debut, one, the pressure was, it's a feature film that's going to be in cinema, okay? That was a major pressure for me. But what eased that pressure was the fact that it was in my comfort zone. It's a dance movie.
Yeah.
So all I need to do is just be myself.
Did you audition or did they just?
I did audition. And it was an impromptu audition. So we were in Rosebank. It was a dance junction back then in Rosebank. There was an audition room here, and then next door was a rehearsal space. And I was in the rehearsal space rehearsing for a commercial for Always Ultra back then.
Okay.
So I'm next door, busy there. We're doing
Yes.
Former judges next door. They're doing the auditions. I have no I know about the auditions, but I had no intention of going. Right? I had no intentions. But you know why? Because quite honestly, the style was sportra.
Yeah.
And I could do it, but I was like, nah. That's not really.
Not my cup of tea right now.
Then they were like, please come audition. Because I had gone next door because I wanted to check on Paul. Hey Paul, are you good? Shut. And he was like, the director likes you. Please come in and audition. I was like, okay. So I do a dance audition. And then immediately they give me a script. And they were like, yeah, look, we know you're rehearsing next door. Please go and learn the script and come back in 10 minutes. I was like, I'm rehearsing. They're like, okay, no, it's fine. Rehearse, but also learn the script. And please come back. So I was like, so now I'm rehearsing. And pads. Trying to memorize lines. And yeah, like 15 minutes later, I went back next door. I auditioned. And then a month later, I got a call back. And then I got through that call back. And then about 2 weeks later, secured the job. And there I was, my first acting stint. Hear Me Move afforded me a lot more opportunities from thereafter. That's when I did my first TV show as a presenter, which was Showville, alongside Rob van Vuren. We traveled to 26 towns. But that job was interesting because we did 3 things at once. We were the presenters of the show, we judged the show, and we had to host the show. Okay, so we hosted, we judged, and we had to mentor the talent that we chose to be on the show.
Okay.
It was so many things, but it was amazing nonetheless. From there, Club 808, that's when I went like super mainstream. Did a music show, that was amazing. And then it snowballed into everything else. So like literally, the world of dance introduced me to presenting, to acting, And then later on, 2018 to radio.
That's crazy.
I know.
Damn. Hectic. That's such a wonderful journey. A bit.
I've done quite a bit. I've done some amazing things in my life, and I try not to toot my own horn because it's not comfortable for me. And I've had to be reminded that it's okay to speak about the good things that have happened in your life. So I mean, amazing things. Like I've worked on every award show. MTV, The Mamas, Channel Awards, Metro FM Awards, went to Nigeria for the Glow Clap Awards, which is for sports, Big Brother, Africa. When does this drop?
It's just later, like after May.
Oh, okay. Would have done the Big Brother finale for this year. Castle Light Unlocks, Lip Sync Battle Africa, choreographed a set for Meek Mill. That was cool.
That was crazy. Can you please just touch on that one? How was that experience? Because Castle Light was the big thing.
Yeah.
Like, how was that?
That was amazing. The first Castle Light choreography gig. I had been doing Castle Light before, right? But as a part of, I forgot what that, guys,
Part of
JK, you know, guys. So that collective, and we
Duma
had-
Collective.
No, it wasn't Duma Collective.
Oh.
But we did quite a bit. I mean, we did like pop bottles and we did all these major shows and we did Castle Light. And we had performed at these shows. When I secured my first choreography gig with them, I did Hip Hop Her Story, and that's when they had an all-female lineup, and then that's when they had young M.A. come up here, and that was cool. So I handled that show, which was beautiful. And then the following year was when Post Malone and Meek Mill were coming to the country. The year before then, I had hosted Castle Light Unlocks with Chance the Rapper.
Yes.
That was cool. But anyway, so Meek Mill and Post Malone. I'm doing the local acts only. So Rouge, Ricky Wig, miss you, love you. Ricky Set, Rouge, Boyti, Muesli. Basically everybody.
Yeah.
They were performing, we were doing the performances on stage. Well, I was choreographing and creative directing that space, and that was cool. And then they drop a bomb on me, and they're like, "Hey, yo, Meek Mill needs dancers, so and he likes the dancers, so can you get your dancers on stage?" I'm like, "Me? What? Yeah."
You gotta ask me time.
I get the track list, and there's like 10 songs or something. I'm like, just
10 songs. How long is that set? Isn't that like almost an hour?
yeah, just
An hour 30.
Yeah, just shy about an hour because they didn't do full tracks.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But also they didn't have to be in every song, which is cool. I think it was about like 4 or 5 songs or so.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I Makes sense.
Yeah, so did as much prep as possible, but really it was just like a lot of freestyling as well, which is cool. Just had to coordinate who was where at which point.
At what
okay,
time.
Come out,
Yeah.
all of that stuff. But that was cool. It came out of nowhere, but a beautiful blessing nonetheless.
Aw, that's
It was
lovely.
great.
That's lovely. So you've been in the dance industry, and for myself being in the industry for my little time, you know, I can say that like I have a little problem, you know, and I think this is also a problem that other dancers may have, you know, which is the financial returns versus the work, the effort that you put in, because it's not only just you just move it, that you physically moving your body for 45 minutes. It's your creativity that is going in with, like, you know, the creative direction. You have to do this, you have to do this, come up with the choreo and all of that. But what advice could you give to like dancers that are coming up, you know, how can we change that financial return, you know?
To be continued.
Girl, you got that fire, yeah. Don't let nobody down.